We are back here for the Soviet turn, turn 4.2 and 4.3. Okay, for purchases, CCP has $8 to spend. We will spend all 8 of it on 2 mountain infantry. For USSR, we're spending 6 IPP on a factory upgrade in Stalingrad, 4 IPP for Spanish mountain infantry, 3 IPP for a airborne, and we're saving 3 IPP. For tech rolls, we have 1 tech roll. We are rolling for improved factories. We need an 8 or higher because we missed last turn. So 8 or higher for improved factories. And there is an 8. So we get improved factories at stage 1. Let's continue on to the CCP turn. The CCP is not doing anything except staying put. Our two CCP mountain infantry will be going into Shenxi, giving us a total of 4 mountain infantry in Shenxi. We also get a recruitment roll. Actually, let's hold up on that. We're going to try a combat move here for the CCP. I just see what happens. We're going to send a cavalry and a infantry into this KMT held Szechuan with one militia, and let's just see what happens there. So we have a cavalry attacking at a 2, infantry at a 1. You know what, I just don't know if that's actually even worth it. Let's send 2 infantry in there once and see what happens. So 2 infantry attacking at a 1, a cavalry at a 2, and militia at a 2. Okay, so I'm going to roll for 2 infantry at 2. Or 2 infantry at 1, sorry. Miss, cavalry at a 2. There's a 3, it's a miss. Militia at a 2. Miss, 2 infantry at a 1. There's 1 hit, so here's a 1. They're responding with a militia at 2. And that's a miss. Okay, so the CCP takes Szechuan. Okay, now let's put our 2 mountain infantry on the board. So again, we have a total of 4 mountain infantry in Szechuan. We have 1 infantry in Szechuan and 2 militia in Szechuan, or not Szechuan, Shenxi, sorry. Szechuan has 2 infantry, 1 cavalry. Okay, now our recruitment roll, we get a 2 or less. So let's roll that. A 6, so that is a miss. CCP will be collecting 2 IPP for next turn. And that completes the CCP. On to USSR. We have no combat moves for the USSR. We do have a number of non-combat moves. The first 2 being, these 2 fighters will rail from Amur, and they will go to Leningrad. So I'm going to put them on the card here in Leningrad. Leningrad now has an infantry, 2 fighters, a tactical, and a militia. Then we are going to fly our transport plane down to Kiev. Again, putting him on the card. Kiev has 1 infantry, 1 transport plane. Then we are moving this here torpedo boat destroyer from A9 down into A14 with the rest of the fleet. The submarine in A9 will be going 1, 2 to A5. Moving on to Spain. We have no combats in Spain, but we are going to move this infantry from Eastern Andalusia back up to Catalonia. And I'm going to do the recruitment roll for Spain. We hit on a 7 or less, given that we have 5 territories, and the US is supporting us, so we get -1, and then a random event gave us a second -1, so we are at -2, so we need a 7 or less. There's a 6. Okay. We are taking 2 militia into Catalonia. And then we're also receiving a Lend-Lease mountain infantry from the USSR. So that gives us a total of 2 mountain infantry, 1 standard infantry, a motorized, 3 militia, a fighter, and a medium bomber, plus we get 1 militia from this import heavy cruiser. So we placed our Spanish mountain infantry, our airborne, and factory upgrade. The factory upgrade will go to Stalingrad, and the airborne will go into Kiev. So, to Kiev. Okay, and I believe that is it. The Soviet Union does get a income increase roll, 1d6. So I'm going to roll that now. That's a 3. The Soviets will be going from 10 IPP up to 13. Okay, and then we get 2 more, or 1 more roll, a recruitment roll for Mongolia. We need a 4 or less. A 1, those Mongols are really hitting those rolls. So we will take another infantry into Mongolia. That will be placed in, again, Krulen. So Krulen now has 3 infantry and 1 militia. I believe that completes our turn. We are collecting 13 IPP for next turn, along with the 3 IPP that we saved, giving us a total of 16 IPP for next turn. So I believe that completes Soviet turn 4.2.